A list of 70 light-hearted jokes to bring a smile to your face. Enjoy. Why don't oysters donate to charity? Because they're shellfish.
I told my wife she was drawing her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised.
I'm reading a book on defying gravity. Now I can't put it down.
Why can't your nose be 12 inches long? Because then it would be a foot.
How do you know there was an elephant in the fridge? There are footprints in the butter.
Why don't some couples go to the gym? Because some relationships don't work out.
I used to play piano by ear, but now I use my hands.
Parallel lines have so much in common. It's a shame they'll never meet.
Why do hummingbirds hum? Because they don't know the words.
I'm on a whiskey diet. I've lost 3 days already.
Why do giraffes have long necks? Because they have smelly feet.
What's orange and sounds like a parrot? A carrot.
Why do cows have hooves instead of feet? Because they lactose.
Having a poo isn't my favorite pastime, but it is my solid number 2.
Why don't you ever see elephants hiding in trees? Because they're really, really good at it.
Did you hear about the root egg? It ran down the road with its yolk hanging out.
What's brown and sits on a piano stool? Beethoven's Last Movement.
What did the grape do when it got stepped on? It let out a little whine.
What did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet? Supplies.
Why can't you trust an atom? Because they make up everything.
What do you call cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese.
Why did the golfer bring an extra pair of pants? In case he got a hole-in-one.
What's the longest word in the dictionary? Smiles. Because there's a mile between the first and last letters.
What do you call a fly with no wings? A walk.
Why do cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work.
What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta.
Why was the computer cold? It left its windows open.
How does Moses make his coffee? He brews it.
What's the worst thing about having a poo with the door open? The other motorists get to see your bum.
Why don't seagulls fly over the bay? Because then they'd be bagels.
Did you hear about the constipated mathematician? He worked it out with a pencil.
What did the left eye say to the right eye? Between you and me, something smells.
Why do we never tell secrets on a farm? Because the potatoes have eyes and the corn has ears.
What's red and smells like green paint? Red paint.
How do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it.
Why don't ants get sick? Because they have ant bodies.
What's red and invisible? No tomatoes.
What do you call a dinosaur with an extensive vocabulary? A thesaurus.
Why can't bicycles stand up by themselves? They are too tired.
Why were the baker's hands so smelly? He needed a poo.
What's black and white and red all over? A newspaper.
Why did the scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
What do you call a snail on a ship? A snailer.
What's brown and sticky? A stick.
How do you catch a unique rabbit? You sneak up on it.
Why did the belt get arrested? For holding up a pair of pants.
Marriage is like a deck of cards. At the start, all you need is 2 hearts and a diamond. By the end, you wish you had a club and a spade.
What did one hat say to the other hat? Stay here, I'm going on ahead.
Why do bees have sticky hair? Because they use honeycombs.
What do you call a boomerang that won't come back? A stick.
The secret to a happy marriage shall remain a secret.
What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator.
What's the difference between a snowman and a snowwoman? Snowballs.
Why don't you ever see elephants hiding in trees? Because they're really, really good at it.
The most effective way to remember your wife's birthday is to forget it once.
What do you call a pig that does karate? A pork chop.
What's the difference between a cat and a comma? A cat has claws at the end of paws. A comma is a pause at the end of a clause.
Did you hear about the explosion at the French cheese factory? There was nothing left but the brie.
Why are ghosts bad at lying? Because they are too transparent.
What did one frog say to the other? Time's fun when you're having flies.
I asked my wife if I was the only one she'd been with. She said, yes, the only one. All the others were 9s or 10s.
Why don't cows make good dancers? Because they have 2 left feet.
If a man opens a car door for his wife, either the car is new or the wife is.
Why do pirates not know the alphabet? They get stuck at sea.
What do you call an elephant that doesn't matter? An irrelevant.
My wife says I only have 2 faults. I don't listen and something else.
What do you call a snobbish criminal going downstairs? A condescending.